rev up your engines. Today I'm going to tell you the truth about car covers. Now, if you park your car under trees like I do and the birds are crapping all over the place, well, you could cut down the trees, but really, I like the oxygen in the shade, so why not try a car cover? You could just hide your car from the elements. They're pretty easy to put on. This one has little mirror side ones, so you know the mirrors go here and over here. Then you get the front strap, snap it on, and tighten it up so it doesn't blow off. Then do the same in the back. Snap it on, and then tighten it up. Now, this particular cover is made by a company called I'll-Do. It's a very cheap one. It's $39.95. And it's actually made for a large car, and I put it on a small Celica just to show how it works. But of course, if you're going to buy a cover for your car, you need to know which one to get, and that depends on what are you planning on doing with the cover. For example, this is a very lightweight cover. Hardly weighs anything. I don't know, maybe a pound and a half or something for the whole thing. It's not going to go through strong weather for very long. Other people who bought it said, oh, I loved it at first, but after 3-4 months it got rips and tears, and it even started to leaking if it was an area where it rained a lot. Even though it says it's waterproof, over time this thin stuff is going to crack and leak. That's just the way it goes if you're buying a $39 car cover. Now, let's say you got a car you're storing indoors in a garage. It's perfect for that. It'll keep all the dust and everything out. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Or let's say you're going camping or you're going to a friend's house out in the woods that has trees everywhere. You can just leave it in your trunk and then put it on and use it every once in a while. It's not some permanent car cover you can buy that's going to last for years and years. It's just too thin, which is perfect if you want to just throw something in your trunk. Doesn't take up much space, doesn't weigh much. Then you can use it in emergency situations. Or like I said, indoors. But if you want a serious one where you're going to leave a car outdoors for extended periods of time, you're going to have to buy a custom-made one if you really want it to last. Now, if you want a serious car cover, you're starting pretty much $200 and up for decent ones. They say $171, but most are going to be over 200 bucks. You want to get one that's well made, where you pick your vehicle's year, make, and model. But in my case, I paid 350 bucks for this entire Celica. I'm certainly not going to spend 350 bucks for a cover to put over it. That would just be absurd. Now, in this inexpensive cover, you don't have to worry about grommets scratching anything, because there aren't any. You can see the ties are just sewed into the material. Of course, eventually it would rip, but you know, you don't have to worry about it scratching or anything. Everything is soft here, so you're not going to ruin the paint or anything. But on the higher end ones, you want to check out what kind of grommets they use. If they got steel or brass grommets, hey, they can scratch your paint. The good ones use soft plastic or leather. You don't want to have metal grommets because you're pulling this thing on and off, and if you pull it off and there's metal parts, it could scratch your paint. And yes, it may sound insane, but there actually are companies out there overseas that are making car covers that have brass or metal eyelets in them, and when you're pulling them down, you're going to scratch the paint, so certainly don't buy one of those. Now, lightweight ones like these do have an advantage. They're really easy to take on and take off. You can easily do it as a one-man operation. The really fancy one, you're better off with 2 people so you can stretch it out, make it fit just perfectly. But hey, this is a generic, pretty much one size fits all, so it's pretty easy to get them on and off compared to the more expensive ones, which, of course, are going to protect them better. But it's not something you're just going to stick in a trunk and forget about it and put it in an emergency when you want one. So in that respect, these lightweight ones, hey, think of them as a poncho. If you're going to the woods or something and you got a lightweight poncho and it starts to rain, you can put it on, use it a few times. But if you're going into the deep woods for months, you're going to get yourself a serious raincoat. Not just a little poncho. You're going to get something that's thick, that's going to protect better and last a long time. But of course, you're going to pay more for it, so it's your choice. You can decide what you want to do. But since this is Mechanic Monday, I'm giving away one of these lightweight ones. And to have a chance to win, just place a clean, non-offensive comment on the YouTube comments below, and the winner will be chosen randomly by a computer to get a nice lightweight car cover to keep junk off your car when you don't want it on. So if you never want to miss another one of my new car repair videos, remember to ring that bell.